Good morning, traders. I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Commodities Broker here with RJO Futures here on Monday morning, October 22nd, bringing you some commentary here in the energy markets. So let's get right into it here. So far this morning, tad quiet here, a little bit of double-sided market action here, but let's back up for a second here and let's talk about Friday's action. What a day on Friday. Take a look at that post that we had early that morning. Market was a bit firmer here. We were pushing up near that 93. Now this is the November crude oil. We were pushing up near that 93. Talked a lot about strong resistance up there, and actually with the idea that we might see this market kind of start selling off as we headed into the weekend. And I mentioned in that post that we were looking for that 90 print, and you take a look at the range of the market there on that crude oil on Friday here. We were at a high of 93.05 and a low of 89.83. So that market started off, was a touch firmer, hit a lot of that resistance up there. Traders weren't really excited. It was a high volume day, and we saw them really put crude prices under a lot of pressure. Now, fast forwarding here into today, which seems to be a touch of a risk-on attitude, but very quiet. I think the market's going to consolidate right now. Short term, we're probably a little bit overdone now on the downside after we did get down to that 90 area. Now, we're also starting to look now at the December contract for oil. We're already focusing on December here for Brent. So what do we got going on here this morning? Right now, diesel oil, we're sitting around 90.20, off about a quarter there. The Brent around 110.61. That's we've got that off about 47 ticks here right now, about 47 cents right now. So not much, kind of quiet there. Taking a look at the complex, November nat gas here, we're up just a little bit. Trading around the 362.50, so nothing exciting going on there. And then we take a look at the RBOB, we're around 270.19, up about 56, and the heat around 313.88, up about 43. So kind of quiet here right now. Outside markets are quiet, equities markets kind of quiet here so far. Dollar, we've seen a little bit of a mixed tone there, but for the most part, that's kind of quiet. So I think, mostly today I'm looking for, the market, what I think we're going to see is the market's going to be kind of quiet, possibly coming up a little bit. Short-term technical indicators are telling us we're a little oversold, so I expect to see some market consolidation here with a possible, prices lifting up here a little bit. And then we'll watch here as we head into tomorrow to see what the API, what the inventory numbers look for. I think that's where the market's really going to take its cue. As we mentioned last week, we saw another build there, so stocks seem to be running good. Now there was a little bit of news that was coming out of Spain there. And some traders would view this as bullish, but in the big picture, I think it's more of a bearish news, and that they're actually thinking they might be getting some bailout money here from the EU. So short term, that might stimulate the energies market a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things here, I view that as a negative. As I've said in posts before, I mean, at some point the medicine is going to become the poison, and I think things will ultimately, I think it'll weigh heavily on a lot of these markets here, not just equities, but obviously commodities as well. So keep an eye on things. If you want to talk, we can get in a little bit more detail, talk about some risk management strategies, talk about some entry and exit points. Give me a call at the number on the screen, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to talk with you. And of course, remember that futures trading does involve a substantial amount of risk. It may not be suitable for all traders. Good luck and good trading.